Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, back to another ride with me vlog. I hope you enjoyed that really cute shot. Today I have a lesson on Miss Daisy. I can actually take Daisy from you. I'm riding her. Thank you. Great girl. Sorry Daisy, you're not done.
Daisy said today he's fine.
She's like, but
wait a minute, you're pointing in the wrong direction.
So Miss Daisy did already have a lesson today, so no grooming and tacking it for me. She just had a super easy beginner walk trot, so she's just being a little dramatic right now.
Don't make me use the whip, girl.
Every time I get to have a lesson on Daisy now, I truly need to cherish it because I believe next year my trainer wants to breed Daisy, so no one is going to be able to ride her. So I really need to cherish and enjoy my rides on her now before Daisy becomes a mama. Ooh. So I apologize in advance. Some days I just don't get the GoPro angle right, and unfortunately this was one of those days. I just had the angle pointing too far down, so you can't really see much besides Daisy's neck. I'm sorry, I know it's a little boring for you guys if you can't see a lot of the arena, but I didn't want to scrap the lesson because we did have a good lesson, so just bear with me for this one video.
Just a fart.
Does anyone else ride a horse that loves to stop and poop all the time, but sometimes it's not always a poop and it's just a fart? That's Daisy. Honestly, Daisy is the queen of farts, not gonna lie. So the last lesson I had was on Bailey, and that seems to have been a very controversial video because a lot of the people didn't necessarily approve of my trainer's teaching style, but let me tell you guys, that was a very monumental lesson for me, and it has truly changed the way that I ride for the better. Like every single lesson since that lesson, I've ridden so incredibly well and everything feels amazing. It's truly changed the way that I post and the way that I use my thighs when riding, and I truly believe that is what I needed to take my riding to the next level. So we're working over our poles for our first exercise, holding 2-point of course. As you can hear, there seems to be a lot of commotion going on, and you can see Daisy getting distracted over there. That is because one of the mares have gotten loose. Honestly, Daisy is so good. She was not really phased besides getting a little bit distracted, but that horse was galloping all around the outside of the arena.
Yeah.
So while we are going over the poles down the one side of the arena, on the other side we are doing a sitting trot, and honestly Daisy is not comfortable. I love her, but she's really bumpy.
I don't know what that was. Very exciting. Daisy's like, I want to be over there. Everyone is so excited. She wants to join our lesson. Hi, baby girl.
Honestly, that was quite entertaining because all the other horses in the nearby fields were whinnying and galloping. Daisy's such a good girl though. She didn't really care besides the fact that she maybe wanted to join her. And now we're just doing the same exercise going the other way. Of course, still doing sitting trot down the long side. As you can see, we are struggling with some crookedness going over these poles, so that's definitely something that I need to work on. So now we're just taking a little bit of a walk and water break before we get ready to do some canter.
Did they catch her? Okay.
Alright, canter. As we canter, let's do a canter circle over your blue pole.
Daisy tends to break a lot in the corners, and I was finding that particularly difficult today, that she was breaking quite a lot whenever we were going for that circle. So struggling with that a little bit. So we had some good moments with the canter, but yes, definitely most of the time turning onto that circle to go over the pole, she was breaking to trot. So now we are going to work on the same exercise on the left rein.
Yeah.
Today I seem to be losing my inside foot position, you know, where the stirrup just kind of like goes back onto the heel. Like I wasn't entirely losing the stirrup, but it was just kind of going back a little bit, and when I was going to the right, it was the right foot. So it means I was putting a little bit too much weight in my outside stirrup when we were cantering. Besides that though, the canter did feel pretty good. And now we're just taking another little walk break before we start working on some jumping. So the first jump was a little bit long, so I needed to gallop her up to make the second distance nicer.
First line. Yellow.
Okay.
I think this happened a couple times at your horse show.
Yeah.
You're trying to bring her back to trot, but you're not actually getting her back to a trot.
Yeah.
And you're kicking her to canter.
Okay.
Make sure she trots before you push her on for canter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
One more time, guys.
That's definitely something I've been struggling with lately. I feel like I go to do my simple lead change, I bring him back to trot, or so I think it's a trot. Really it's just like a slower canter, and I guess I kind of feel like a little bump and I'm like, oh, trot, and then I kick on for canter before she's actually cantering, so I just gotta make sure I actually bring her back to a trot.
Good girl.
Did you forget to check the lead, or did you think it was right?
I thought it was right until I heard lead. I was like, oh no. Good girl.
So honestly, that wasn't too bad. I feel like our distances weren't the best. I feel like we had a couple long ones and a couple tight ones during both our courses. But ultimately, like whether it was short or long, I committed to it because I feel like that's a big problem that I have is sometimes I see that it's long, but I don't fully commit to it because like I want her to wait, but I don't necessarily like ask, and I also don't even know if asking her to wait is like the right decision. So I'm still learning there, but you know, I just gotta commit to the long one when I see the long one, especially on a horse who I know will take the long spot. Like Daisy will take the long spot, Philo Milo would take the long spot. So if I'm on one of those guys and I see that it's long, I just gotta suck it up and commit, because it'll look a lot nicer than if I don't. Yeah, but that was our lesson. Daisy was perfect as always. She is amazing. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of the horses and my lessons, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Okay, Daisy. Have some water, girlfriend.